Alchemy of Souls is currently 21-hour episodes, though there should be 10 more episodes added into Season 2 later this year. The story follows Naksu, one of the strongest mages and a cold-blooded assassin, who through the use of illegal sorcery ends up losing her ability to practice magic and ends up swapping souls with another person. She has to survive in a world that will kill her if her secret is found out. Through some circumstances, she is able to get help from highborn mages, and you'll have to watch the series to find out all the details or continue watching this video if you don't mind major spoilers. In short review, I give this drama 10 out of 10 points for acting, story, and viewing experience. Have you watched it? What do you personally rate it? Let me know in the comments below. Alright, let's start with episode 1. You begin the episode with a demonstration of what happens to people who use the Alchemy of Souls. They become less and less human until they have to steal the life force from other people. If they don't, they turn into stone. The soul shifter in this case is killed, and the mage that killed him, whose name is Jungkook, is quickly established as a strong mage. Sometime after the incident, he is summoned to the king's palace, where he is asked to perform the Alchemy of Souls with the king, so that the king, who is near death, can basically, through Jungkook's body, produce an heir to the throne. However, instead of getting with the king's concubine, he impregnates Jungkook's wife, which, now that I say it out loud, sounds even more weird than it already was. But this is all to set up the rest of the series. Anyways, Jungkook and the king swap back after all this goes down. After the starting scene that shows all this, we see a quick introduction to what gives the mages magic, then quickly transition to a fight between Mages and Naksu, who is an assassin. Though she does do major damage to the mages who set out after her, she gets dealt a fatal blow and has to run away. However, as she's bleeding out, she uses the Alchemy of Souls to swap souls with the lady she found in a tavern. However, something goes completely wrong and she ends up swapping souls with a frail blind girl. The mages take her body away and keep it locked up as they are trying to find out who she swapped souls with. We leave that and go to meet the male lead of the drama, Jungkook. Through a few scenes, we learn he would have been able to perform magic, but his father did something that blocked his gate of energy, which prevented him from using magic. We also learn that he is the son of the king who had swapped souls with Jungkook. Jungkook then forbade anybody from undoing the magic he used to prevent Jungkook from doing spells and then disappeared. From here, Naksu, now in the body of Mudok, is able to get protection and is hidden by Jungkook by agreeing to be his teacher and breaking the block of his energy. It doesn't happen immediately since Naksu doesn't have her magic anymore, which would have been able to use to remove the block on his energy. Through some near-death experiences, however, she creates situations in which the magic block is removed and he's able to learn magic from her. Throughout this time, she has been a very cold-hearted person who doesn't care about others and only wants to reach her goals. But it's around here that she slowly starts to create connections with other people. The rest of the series is a tale of criminals and noble houses trying to bring Songgrim, the mage police, and Jinyeon, the place where all magical artifacts are stored, down. Cheonbukwan, the place where stars are recorded, is under the leadership of Jinmu, the head of the criminals trying to take down other families, and the Queen's soul was recently swapped with a shaman, one of the others in charge of the criminals. So while the palace isn't under the criminals' control, they have a large sway in it. This obviously causes political tensions, and it doesn't help that evidence of soul shifters started appearing. The only way soul shifting could start again is if the ice stone, which is basically a stone that has the energy of the wind, lake, and sky, resurfaces. For context, and it is explained later in the drama, is that mages essentially control their own energy and any they stored up over time. And you can imagine that something as vast as the sky, lakes, and wind is much more powerful than any mage. And it's why it's the only source powerful enough to control a person's soul. A lot of schemes go on. Naksu teaches Jungkook magic, and some people start to get suspicious of Naksu. However, it's not always because they figure out who she is, though it does happen a few times. Finally, we are shown that Mudok, the body that Naksu took, is actually a long-lost daughter of the Jin family, the family in charge of the artifacts. Problem is, nobody knows that, so she continues hiding by working as a maid for Jungkook and Songgrim. Through some more schemes from Jinmu, an assembly of the mages are called, and even though the king doesn't possess any magic, he is the ruler and thus also present. The ice stone is revealed there, and as a demonstration of its power, he has Naksu, who he thinks is just some unimportant maid, killed and brought back to life. But right before she is killed with strangulation, she gains some control of the stone and has to make a choice. Does she want her powers back enough to kill everyone inside Songgrim? Now the mage leadership, most of the mages, and the king aren't inside Songgrim. However, the prince, one of Naksu's old friends, a girl that deserves to die, and 3 mages are inside. Using the ice stone to restore her powers would take all the energy from them, which would kill them. Now this is a point of tension because even though Naksu has built relationships, even so far as have fallen in love with Jungkook, and isn't so cold-hearted as the beginning of the series, this has been her goal from the start. Take the ice stone to restore her powers. And we have seen that even at this point, if she has a goal, she will do a lot of things in order to achieve it. Thankfully, she doesn't kill the people inside, and Jungkook actually sacrifices his ability to use magic in order to free everyone from inside the ice stone, where they are all trapped. Quick side note, the Ice Stone is able to change form and size with no effect on its power. It turned into a wall of fog around Songrim. That's why they were trapped, because it does not let anything in or out. During this time, the Shaman and Jinmu are exposed for their crimes, and while the Shaman is dealt with, Jinmu escapes. Episode 19 could have been the final episode because everyone basically has a happy ever after. Except, hold on, alright, never mind. Jinmu does a ritual that returns Naksu's power and also allows him to give her orders that she follows with robot-like focus and efficiency. In this hypnotic state, she kills Jungkook and flees. In regret of what happened, she decided to end it all by jumping into a part of a lake known as the Soul Shifter Grave. And surprise, Jungkook returns to life, though that was completely separate from Naksu jumping into the lake. Though honestly, it's not just some stupid plot armor like somebody revived him or something like that. There was actually a good reason for this. The Ice Stone actually basically resided inside of him when he sacrificed his ability to use magic, and through his death, he's able to basically use magic again, and the power brings him back to life, returns his soul to his body. Anyways, that is season 1. Season 2 is supposed to air in December, I believe, and I cannot wait. Are you going to watch after I share this jumble summary of about 24 hours worth of content in about 7 minutes? Have you already watched it? And if so, how's my summary? I would love feedback. Let me know in the comments below. I have a playlist of extremely short K-drama reviews if you would like to check that out. This is my first time to try to summarize a series in a longer format. So if you would like to see short ones, click the end card. And if you'd like to leave feedback, just let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching and have a wonderful day.